Sinden could also be seen in dance, wayang, or kelenengan performances. A Sinden may sing together with a gerong chorus, but their styles and lyrics are different. Sinden typically would improvise within strict melodic parameters, but are relatively free in terms of rhythmic style.
Now, nearly all Sindens are Javanese, but our guest today is a few rare non-Javanese Sinden. Can you guess?
No.
Like probably, you
From
know,
abroad?
from abroad. When it comes to
European?
Yes, European. But you know, lots of people might have guessed probably Dutch or neighboring countries, Malaysia.
Abroad that's close to Indonesia.
Something like this.
Yeah.
It's, related to Indonesia.
Very
Now,
good.
the Sinden I'm talking about is Agnes Serfozo. Was born in Budapest, Hungary. Now that is unique. In 2004, she received the Dharma Siswa Scholarship from the Education Ministry to study wayang puppetry at the Indonesian Institute of the Arts in Surakarta.
Yes, she then went on to learn Sinden arts from a senior singer since 2009. She's been active as a stage Sinden, and here's one of her performances.
Wow.
Beautiful, right?
Just wow.
Yeah,
Right,
beautiful
very
voice.
beautiful.
I have a certain admiration when it comes to Sinden and any other traditional singers because it's very difficult.
Exactly. Sometimes I wish I can sing, but I cannot. But anyways, we are now connected with Agnes Serfozo herself. Hello, Agnes. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. Thank you for the opportunity. Hi, Hans. Hi, Maria. Hi, Hilani. Nice to meet you here.
Hai,
Hello,
Mbak Agnes.
nice to
Pripun
see
kabaripun?
Nice to meet you, saya kenal.
Wow! Yeah, your dialect is perfect, I must say.
Now, Mbak Agnes,
Okay.
let's first and foremost, what makes you interested in Indonesian culture, especially wayang?
Okay, maybe at first let me a little bit explain my background. In Budapest, I was studying literature and cultural anthropology. So through anthropology, I met first time with Indonesian culture. And then I read the writings of Clifford Geertz, one of the most important postmodern thinker and anthropologists, especially made fieldwork in Kediri, East Java, and also in Bali. And he brought together his wife about marriage system, about beliefs, about Balinese cockfight, and also about Javanese wayang,
Yeah.
wayang kulit purwa.
Yeah.
And this was the first time I heard about wayang, and it made me directly very interested, especially because I saw that wayang is a very sophisticated art and indulges a lot of a huge amount of art genres inside, like literature, poetry, dance, philosophy, ethics, politics, fine art, vocal, music, dance. So I was very interested in it, and then I applied for a scholarship, which you already explained, the Dharma Siswa, and I got the opportunity in 2004 to study pedalangan or puppetry at the Indonesian Institute of Art Surakarta. So this is the story how I became closer with the wayang.
Wow.
I see. And then from Indonesian puppetry, which is called wayang, how do you become Sinden?
Yeah.
Yes, this was very interesting because when I began to study at the pedalangan of Indonesian Institute of Art of Surakarta, it was not a piece of cake. Because most of the classmates, the students, they are from traditional dalang families. They have descendants. Everybody, most of them were male. Me only, the only foreigner and the only female. I have no background. Also, I can't play on any instrument of gamelan. So it was very difficult when my lecturer asked me to begin to perform because I was already not yet speaking or understanding Japanese too. So the only thing I was able to do is it was singing a suluan. Suluan is like a solo piece sung by the dalang. And my lecturer was impressed because I was able to find the pitches of the pentatonic tunes which we use in Japanese gamelan. Maybe it's because I have a background from my childhood. I was singing Hungarian folk songs, and the most ancient Hungarian folk songs are also in pentatonic scale. So maybe it was the way I can find the pitches of the Pelok tune which is used in gamelan. And then he advised me, my lecturer, to begin to learn female vocal, which is called Sinden. You already explained very well.
Yeah. So, Agnes, I'm very curious in the process of you in learning the pedalangan as a whole. But as Maria was saying, that your dialect, your Javanese dialect, is very good even for a foreigner. Like Maria here is a Javanese from Yogyakarta, particularly, but she couldn't really, speak in a proper, aristocrat dialect,
Because I grew up here.
Yeah, you grew up here, like the proper language of Javanese. But how did you learn the language? Because all in Pedalangan, and also Sinden, it's all in Javanese.
Yes.
Yes, and actually, the songs which we are singing as Sinden and also the language is Pedalangan is not a proper Javanese language. It's a mix between Old Javanese, Kawi, and New Javanese. So a lot of proverbs are not already used in the common all-day life. So it's more difficult again. But here in Solo, okay, I'm not bullying anybody, okay, but here in Solo, nobody speaks proper Indonesian language. Because everybody is speaking in a Javanese dialect.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, Medok.
Medok tenan.
And if you are going to the public spaces like a market or like cafes, everybody is using Javanese language. So you have a lot of opportunities to learn Javanese proverbs, Javanese pronunciation, and Javanese idioms. So it's probably more easy to learn Javanese in Solo than Indonesian.
Now, Agnes, I'm just going to say this. So much respect for you. I'm half Javanese and I can't even speak Javanese at all.
That's why, Agnes, what you've been doing is actually amazing for us, even Indonesians.
All right, so apart from vocal skills and maybe talent, what are the things that a Sinden must have? Can you tell us?
Yes. I had a guru, Ki Mantap Sudarsono. I'm sure that the name of him is already well known in Indonesian.
Ki Mantap.
Okay, I joined his troupe and his performances from 2009 until 2018. And he was like a father, like a guru for me. And he already formulated, there is 3 things which is needed, someone who would like to be a Sinden. Swara, Rupa, Guno. Swara, it means like voice, that you have to have nice voice, but like you can train your voice.
Yeah.
Every Sinden, every dalang is going through a long process. It's not an instant thing. You have to learn seriously and train your voice, and then you have to take care for your voice. Okay,
I see.
so every
Agree.
Sinden, every dalang has special individual tricks how to train and how to take care for its voice.
Okay,
So this is the
Agnes.
first one.
Yes.
Okay, and the second one, rupa. Sinden has to be aesthetically interesting. You know that Sinden is the only female feature on the gamelan stage.
Yeah.
Most of the gamelan players are male. So if we speak about Sinden, we speak about the gender issue. How Javanese woman represents herself. So it's not about the beauty, okay? Because in Javanese aesthetic, luwes is higher than ayu, okay?
Luas, right? It's flexible and how to present yourself, right? Yeah.
How to represent yourself, how to do your makeup, how to do your sangga, how do you wear the kebaya, how do you wear the charik. The physical properties of someone is already determined, but with a good skill, you can make yourself more luwes, more exciting, more interesting, more coquettish, coquettish is something which is very important for a Sinden, to be ganit.
Yeah, to be genit. And we have to say,
Yes.
you look really luas wearing kebaya because in our studio, there's a big display of you wearing kebaya with other keraton members.
You are very ayu.
Very ayu and very luas. And what's your proudest...
Matur nuwun.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that was
Sami.
like swaro, rupo, and guno.
No.
Swara, rupa, guno. Guno, it means that you have proper knowledge about the norms of Sindenan. You understand the theory of Kalawitan, what is the role of Sinden or Pesinden in the gamelan ensemble, and you already have quite big repertoire of gamelan pieces or gendings.
So that must be profound in your heart, right? And what is your proudest moment as Sinden during your career?
Okay, there was two special moments in my career which began around 2009. The first time when I was performed in the front of SPY.
Oh,
It
the,
was
the former president?
Yes.
Wow.
It was the launching of the Pro 3 RRI station, radio station in Jakarta. It was around 2010 or 2011, I don't remember exactly. And the second one around 2018 when I was performing in the front of Pak Joko Widodo in the Istana, at the Istana Negara. It was like maybe the occasion was called like nonton bareng presiden, nonton wayang bareng presiden.
Nonton
Both
bareng
presidents.
Yes.
Wow. But okay, Agnes, I know how hard it is to adjust yourself and to get into the culture of one particular country or areas, because we like most of us have lived in different countries. But when you see the Indonesian culture and Hungarian culture, is there any similarities that have made you, easier to learn what you are actually practicing at the moment?
Okay. After I live since 2004 in Indonesia, so it means 18 years.
18 years. That's right.
Yes. I found that actually the traditional values of Javanese culture are universal. So anybody, or I mean, everybody is able to adjust themselves to these values. But maybe the most obvious similarity between Hungary and Indonesia is that we both like cabe, okay? Here in Indonesia, cabe. And then in Hungary, paprika. Of the identical meals in Hungary, red from paprika,
Yeah.
and we also like spicy blends in the meals. It's same like Indonesian people. Like I already met with a lot of Indonesian people who visited Europe, and they said meals are not delicious because there is no sambal. You have not visited Hungary because we have a very, very spicy sambal there, which is called erős pista.
Erős
Oh,
pista.
erős pista.
Erős pista. Erős pista is very, very, it makes you cry.
Wow. Probably the only Hungarian cuisine I know might be goulash.
Goulash, very popular.
Goulash, yes. Yes, goulash we can also mix with pista to become enough hot.
Oh, I love
Okay.
it. I love it. In that sense.
Don't make us hungry here. All right. So we know that you've lived in Indonesia for 18 years now, but we still have to ask, what do you like the most about Indonesia other than cabe?
Okay. It's a very, very common question which I
Yeah.
often face. I already formulated. There is three things, okay? The first one is the beauty of the landscape. So Indonesia is a very, very beautiful country. It's a very, very big country with 10,000 of islands and beautiful landscapes. So the first one is the beauty of the country, especially in the countryside. So I chose live in the countryside. Okay, and the second one is the diversity of the culture. So here is a lot of ethnic groups, tribes, languages, belief systems, customs, adat istiadat, which made Indonesia very, very interesting, very, very, I think it's amazing how here different cultures, different languages, different belief systems live together peacefully. And the third one is obviously the kindness of Indonesian people. So most of the friends of me who's already visited me in Indonesia, they are always amazed how Indonesian people are always so open-hearted and very, very kind.
Oh, that's very nice to hear. Mbak Agnes, panjenengan isora ngajari kulo karo konco-konco kulo nyinden.
What she said.
Tobi mawon, ge.
Yeah.
Maybe the first you had to know about the gamelan is you use which you
Okay.
are which one you are using. It depends on the gending or on the gamelan pieces which you use. Like for example, it's like most of the Sindenan, which is a improvisation in the gamelan ensemble. We are using abon-abon. It sounds like maneman. Abon-abon is like maneman, yomas, raden. It's like filling the empty spaces between gotros, like Raden, yomas. Oh, it is abon-abon. And then there is wangsalan. Okay. Okay, and there is wangsalan. Wangsalan is an enigma which is divided to lines, both with like this. Ujung cari palung ranting kalau saya tidak usah. Okay, and then you have to know the norms to Sindenan, in which parts you use abon-abon and in which part you use wangsalan. And then you have to really, really be able to difference the gamelan tunes which are used in the gamelan pieces like Stendro and Pelok. So it's quite difficult, I think, to learn Sindenan.
But
Maybe the first step is to learning tanganada or scale. Like
Yes, scale.
Pelok is like luro cinamo. And then Pilog Parang is like Pinamo, luro pinamo. It was same. Sorry, I pardon.
That's
for
okay.
it. Okay.
That's
You,
okay.
you can actually do
It's
anything. We
quite
would not
difficult
know if it's
without-
wrong or right.
Okay, it is quite difficult without gamelan
Gamelan.
accompaniments. Yes.
So,
okay.
with
So
that
it's
being
much more
said-
better if.
With that being said, being a Sinden has actually needs to be like really connected and understand the role of the gamelan itself, yeah, the instruments, yeah. Okay.
Yes. Because a part of the pieces we are singing are a cappella, like Bovo, like Sekar Mo Copat. We don't use gamelan. But if you are speaking about Sindenan, Sindenan is the female vocal part of the gamelan pieces. So yes, you have to understand. And it seems that much more you know Karawitan and the theory and practice of different gending pieces, the much better will be your Sindenan.
Ooh. Wow, Agnes, I have to take my hats off for you
Yep.
Yes.
because of this, you know, this skill. Now, since you are here,
Take your head off, you will be blessed. You will be blessed, okay?
okay, Agnes, since you are here, let's play a game. Since we also can't really be a Sinden in just 5 minutes. We have a fishbowl, and we would like to kindly ask you to sing these songs with a Sinden form, like it's in a Sinden manner, right?
Okay.
Okay. So for the first one, I let Maria to
Okay.
draw a paper from the fishbowl.
All right.
Okay, Maria.
The first is Bila Aku Jatuh Cinta by Niji.
Can you do that?
Serious?
You must have known the song.
Yes, of course, I know.
Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Can you do it for us, please?
Bila aku jatuh cinta, aku mendengar nyanyi seribu dewa-dewi menggema dunia. Bila aku jatuh cinta, aku melihat matahari datang padaku dan menemani aku. Sayang.
Okay.
So wonderful.
Okay. Please allow us to draw one more.
Yes,
because
one more.
you know
One
that
more.
that wasn't
Okay.
enough for us. Okay, Yani, please draw
Okay,
one
here we-
more. Okay.
Balonku ada 5.
Okay, balonku ada 5.
The kids song.
This is the nursery
Okay.
rhyme.
Yes.
Balonku ada 5, rupa-rupa warnanya, hijau kuning kelabu, merah muda dan biru, meletus balon hijau.
Aduh.
Genit.
Balonku tinggal selepat, ku pegang erat-erat.
Whoa! Agnes!
We love it. The twist though.
Wow!
Good.
Amazing!
Amazing.
You know, this kind of skill that we should really appreciate these
Yes.
days in the age of cultures being...
Everything modern.
Yeah, being abandoned by everything modern and also being forgotten. And here you are, a Hungarian that could actually singing in traditional Javanese manner. Agnes, thank you so much and best wishes for you ahead of your future.
Matur nuwun Mbak Agnes.
Matur nuwun sangat.
Sami-sami. Thank you also for the opportunity, and hopefully we can see each other next time.
Yes, please
Yes,
do.
please.
Kozonom, Agnes.